Let's explore the first ministerial appointments under Lee Jae-myung with reporter Song Joo-young, who covers the presidential office. Song, the confirmation hearing for the Prime Minister nominee Kim is tomorrow. Any reason for the sudden announcement right before it?
Yes, the official explanation from the presidential office is that they announced it as soon as they were ready. This statement needs some unpacking. It means that the nomination of cabinet members, which requires a recommendation from the Prime Minister, can still be made by acting Prime Minister Lee Joo-ho, who was appointed under the Yoon administration. Most expected that the Lee Jae-myung government would announce the cabinet appointments after the confirmation hearing to strengthen nominee Kim Min-seok's position, but they broke from that expectation. However, due to allegations against candidate Kim Min-seok, the presidential office's internal stance has changed. The question arose, does it have to be Kim Min-seok making the recommendation? Speeding up the cabinet formation process was deemed more important. A senior official from the presidential office emphasized the inevitability of regime change, stating that the previous government's acting Prime Minister Lee Joo-ho would sign the recommendation.
But some ministerial appointments were left out today. Notably, the economy and finance and justice ministers, both seen as key reform targets, were not named. Any reason for that?
It seems the verification work has not been completed yet. A senior presidential official said the delay was partly due to the need to review public recommendations. They stressed the delay was inevitable, noting that if they waited, people would say it's too late, but if they moved ahead, others would question why some ministries were left out.
But since these reform-targeted ministries are also tied to government restructuring, could there be a connection?
Yes, as you mentioned, the ministries tied to government restructuring include the Economy and Finance Ministry, Justice Ministry, and Interior Ministry. Their ministers haven't been named yet. Coincidentally, these are the very ministries President Lee Jae-myung has emphasized as needing reform, making them likely candidates for reorganization. Breaking up the Finance Ministry, prosecutorial reform, and restructuring financial oversight agencies are all key pledges, he stressed. A key official in the Lee Jae-myung administration said vetting candidates took priority over timing. While not denying a link to government restructuring, they emphasized the focus is on finding the right people to lead reforms. Vice ministers, who handle daily operations, have already been appointed, allowing more time to vet minister nominees.
This round of appointments includes 5 sitting lawmakers. Is that partly because they tend to pass confirmation hearings more easily?
Yes, that's certainly a factor, but it can also be seen as characteristic of President Lee Jae-myung's appointment style. Rather than making surprise picks, he appears to favor placing practical, experienced figures in key positions, an approach aimed at accelerating the pace of governance.
It will take significant time to clearly organize this system, but I want to minimize that time as much as possible.
For instance, lawmaker An Gyu-baek is seen as an expert from his time on the National Defense Committee and is seen as practical. There's also an interpretation that these appointments are part of preparations for next year's local elections. A senior ruling party lawmaker told MBN that for former ministers returning to their hometowns to serve as part of their campaign image, administrative experience plays an important role. If the confirmation hearings proceed smoothly, swiftly, and without major obstacles, the cabinet could be formed within a month, which would allow for the rapid stabilization of the administration, a key focus that President Lee consistently emphasizes for the effectiveness and credibility of his governance.
That's all for the first ministerial appointments. We've been speaking with reporter Song Joo-young, who covers the presidential office. Thank you.